summoned from deep beneath by unholy forces unknown to mortal beings. 8 cylinders adorn his crown. Banished to the frosty wastes, the king awaits.
This fucking song is one of the greatest songs I've ever heard in my entire life. I've heard hundreds of thousands of songs. Hundreds of thousands of songs. This song is one of the best I've ever heard in my entire life. This is Nightmare King. Nightmare King by Battlesnake. And go and listen to that. Go and listen to this song. Tell me I'm wrong. Just go ahead. Tell me I'm wrong. These guys are fan-fucking-tastic. If you haven't heard Battlesnake, I'm gonna drink a Coke. Gonna drink a Coke for a celebration. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Why is it a celebration today? Whoa. Hey, whoa, yeah. I am fucking stoked right now. Why am I stoked? Well, let me tell you a story right now. How excited I am about this and why I'm excited, guys. So we're going to tell you a story. Once upon a time, I was buying a lot of overdrive pedals. Came across this pedal called the ProTone Dead Horse. I heard about it. I saw graphics on it. I was like, oh, fucking right. This thing looks like my ticket. I gotta be there. I've gotta be there. So I got one, and it was the best overdrive I'd ever heard. The only overdrive pedal or boost pedal I ever used that was, in my opinion, that I liked more than the ProTone Dead Horse, is the Way Huge Green Rhino. And Chris, I'm coming for you on this one too. I'm coming for you, buddy. Probably not licensed, but man, we got to do the Way Huge Green Rhino. That would be the pedal that I would choose. The only other pedal I would say I would choose. This is the graphic of the dead horse I had. There are four different graphics. You can have this graphic. 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 And this was the one I had on my pedal board. I'm very excited. This means a lot to me, and I'll tell you why. Not just because it's a pedal I liked, but because I wanted a licensed dead horse on the market so fucking bad that I emailed the dude from the dude from ProTone over and over and over and over. I was just talking plugins. Actually, we started talking Instagram, and then it moved over to email. We were chatting, and then I was just like, man, you know what the fucking world needs? It needs like licensed ProTone dead horse. There's not even like a parody named dead horse out there. No one's even done one. The closest you're gonna get to a dead horse is also my doing. It is, you can go and find the Audiority. Hang on a second. Did I install it on? Hold on, guys. Making sure. Did I install this one on the Reaper? Did I install the Reaper on this computer? Damn. Yeah, I did. Okay, so this is the Audiority Green Reaper. And the closest you were going to get to a dead horse prior to this day was going into Type and going to Bronco. The Bronco mod was my idea when I was over at Audiority helping out Luca. And I was like, man, he's like, we're going to do different circuits and different variations on the tube screamer in the mods. And I said, okay, well, let's gotta do a dead horse. And that was the closest you were gonna get. Free, the closest you were gonna get was this one right here. This guy, the Ignite TS999. This thing was really close for me as well. And it's free, we're talking 10 years old, guys. So I first met Chris. And I said, Chris, how would you like to do some ProTone plugins? And he's just like, yeah, well, fucking yeah. Yes, I'd love to do that. Put those two in touch. And after a bunch of research, development, and such, here we have this 3-pack. You have the core mid boost, baby. Oof. The dead horse overdrive, and oh my God, the monster fuzz. I'm so excited right now. I'm just so excited by all of this. Very exciting. So, guys, this is a 3-stack of plugins that you can get that are out today, if I'm not mistaken. They're out right now. Mr. Moonshine, how are you? I hope everybody is doing well. I could not be more excited about this day because finally, I hadn't heard anything about it in a bit. The last I heard, the two, like ProTone and Chris, were just talking about it and they were doing stuff. And then all of a sudden, Chris just hammers me with this and goes, hey man, check this out. So I'm so excited to see that. So a tiny bit of networking on my part and a shitload of hard work. A lot of, and obviously the analog builder himself. And man, I'm just so excited that this came together. So we're going to be trying it with a few different amps. We're going to be trying all three today, a few different amps. I have the L12X solid state. This is the free option of the group. We have Ampcraft 1992. Don't look at that. That's just telling me that I fucked with the IR. And we're just going to fix that. I fucked with the IR, guys, and moved my IRs around, and it's telling me, oh, it's in the wrong spot. It's in the wrong spot. I know it's in the wrong spot. Calm down. Calm down. Do it now. How about that Tim Lambesis stuff? Woo, that stuff's getting hot, eh? Just speaking of, the Arnold voice reminded me of that. Because steroids, yeah. We also have Mixwave Benson Chimera to try the Monster Fuzz. I wanted to make sure that these pedals had everything they need to succeed. And then, but very not least, we have Amp Suite Rev F, also by Wavemind. This thing is a fucking crusher. And in my opinion, it's the best rectifier plugin on the market today, currently. It's the one I enjoy the most. Whatever you consider the best, that's cool too. That's all good. Tell me what you think is the best rectifier. Mr. Moonshine, how are you? I'm hoping we get the dudes in here. Hold on a second. This is... Oops. All right, guys. I just wanted to make sure I had the group and the fellas and everything was going to go good here. All right, perfect. We're back. Okay, so today we're going to start with the dead horse, of course. A horse is a horse, so of course that's older than me and everyone else in this chat put together. Yeah, all right, cool. So we've got L12X amplifier. We're going to start with that first. Why? Because I just know what the amp is giving me. I set the amp up very simply, and I know what the amp is giving me at every single turn. So I also know what this guitar is giving me at every single turn, and I'm not using the onboard IR. I'm using an IR that I use literally all the fucking time. Why am I doing this? Why am I using a guitar I'm very familiar with? An amp I'm very familiar with, and everything is very, very much stuff that I'm very, very familiar with, what that is giving me. Why is that? Because I want to hear what the dead horse has to give me. I don't want to know, okay, is that the dead horse or is that the cabinet that I'm trying new IRs, I'm trying this, trying that. So I want to know what this is giving me. Just the pedal for now, thanks. So I'm going to set the amp up very, very simplistically. And I'm going to tune this. We're going to tune up first, of course. I'm using my Iceman today. It's just a Paul Stanley signature Iceman. It's not the Spensivo one. It's the not Spensivo one. It's also not like the bottom of the line. I think I got it for next to nothing from a pawn shop that actually thought it was the lower line that it was. I wasn't going to tell them that they were incorrect. You know what I mean? And then the pickups I have, Bill Lawrence USA L500 XL. And that is the dime bag pickup. That is the dime bag pickup technically, but we're not really after that type of tone today. It's just a very versatile pickup. Anyways, I hope you guys are fucking killing it today. Friday fucking, man, if you guys ever, by the way, in the chat today, we're doing some, probably some Black Friday stuff. You guys are circling around some different things. Oh, Freyskin, yes! I got your license. I finally was able to, I was just about to send it to you. I thought about it right before the stream, I connected with Chris. It's all taken care of. You'll have that in your email as soon as we're done here, my friend. It's not a dime bucker. No. Seymour Duncan's the dime bucker. This is the Bill Lawrence L500 XL. They are very different pickups. Well, I know a lot of people just said, oh, it's just they just remade the old Bill Lawrence pickup. No, they didn't really. They very different sounding pickups. Dimebag also never used the dime bucker on anything. Not a single recording that he had ever did, ever. Damage Plan, doesn't matter when. Never did he ever record anything with the dime bucker. This is the newer version of the pickup that he used throughout his career. But the newer version, the original versions will cost you $400 or $500, I think. Right about now. Okay, so let's see what this is giving me first, guys. Let's check out the amp tone. That is a lot of level. I am just crushing, clipped. Still way too much level. Okay, so this is the tone we're at right now. Ah! That is not in tune. That's okay. We're working on this. There are a lot of weather differences. Differences. A lot of differences in temperature. It just started to get real cold and dry here. So the guitars are definitely starting to act up. It went from like Celsius, it went from like plus 10, plus 5 or so like that. It's excuse me, to minus 15 Celsius over the course of like a week. So the guitars are all just, this might even need a, yeah, it needs a bit of a neck adjustment as well. We'll do that on the break probably. So it's definitely trying to buck. How are you guys? I'm doing well. I can see some chatter happening. The messages are popping up. I can see it. It's pretty interesting. Another conversation about an upcoming plugin. I see them pop up oh yeah, they're talking about something cool. Okay, let's check out what happens when we add horse here. Oh. This was, now we get to go like this. I get to, that's off my plugin bucket list now has one fewer things on it. Actually, two fewer things on it. We're going to do this neck adjustment right now because it's going to annoy me and bug me, and I think it's causing me some issues here. Tighten her up. And again, if you don't know how to do your own neck adjustments, you're probably handing over a lot of money to somebody that really doesn't deserve that money at all. Not saying your local tech isn't a hard and honest person, but they charge you for typically just to walk into most techs, they'll charge you $40. There's nothing cheaper than $40. And neck adjustment, man, like you can do that yourself so quickly. They even give you the Allen keys. They even give you the Allen key that you require for that job. Sorry, guys. As I did that, it just fucked with everything. And I have to retune. So anyways, this is kind of interesting. I was very taken aback by this release. I didn't see it coming. I didn't get to beta test. Chris is a sneaky man. I'm really, really excited right now. And I was I was like, I couldn't believe. I actually wasn't sure. I had meant to ask what was going on with it, but you know, the dude's got a lot on his plate. Let's try this again. Fuck. All right, we're going to try this one more time. And if not, I'm just going to go get a different guitar. This is starting to irritate me and cost me time. I don't like wasting time. And I don't like to wait. And I also, more than that, I don't like wasting your time. And this is wasting everyone's time. Dude, it's a good thing this isn't a live show. Like a live on-stage show. Yep, that sounds fucking great, too. Oh boy. Wow. Wow. Sounds good. These strings are still very new. Still need some stretchings. I hope you guys are having a great start to your weekend. If you're depending on which time zone, I know a lot of you guys are from the Europe and surrounding Europes. I don't say that in a bad thing. I don't know if you guys knew this, but Canadians, when it's a hockey thing, when you go to play in Europe, people don't say like I'm playing in Europe. People just say I'm playing in Europe. You going Europe? Yep, Europe. Europe. A lot of Canadians playing over in European leagues, so it's like going to play in Europe. Yep, Europe. Holy fuck, this sounds good. I can still remember a very capable and competent influencer telling me that he couldn't get a good metal tone and that metal tones weren't really possible with the L12X, even with a boost. I mean, I'm very confused by that. I mean... All right, moving on. Next amp. That sounds fucking great. How about this one? Yeah. I'll fix the freaking thing later. Gosh. It drives me nuts. Just like, yeah, you told me once already. Bro, I'll get to it. Calm down. Turning off the cabs because I'm not even going to bother because I've already got this loader set up. Now this is basically the setup that I used. I was using an angle cabinet for a while with a 5150 and a ProTone dead horse. So this is me just kind of putting my old rig back together. Holy shit. This sounds really, really good. Holy smokes. Sounds good, don't it? Holy shit! Should be showing off the dead horse here, not the 1992. Man, just looking at this, man, it just makes me so happy. You guys have no idea how long I've wanted a dead horse plugin. You've no idea. You might be thinking it's just a tube screamer, bro. I guarantee I'll get that in the comments. Just a tube screamer, bro. They're all the same. They're all the same, bro. Tube screamers are all the same. No, they're not. No, they're not. No, they're not. They're not. As somebody that has physically had my hands on probably 100 different boost pedals over the years, boost and distortion pedals, tube screamers and boosts are not all made the same. And this is an overdrive pedal. And it is not the same. It's just not. Where a lot of tube screamers, overdrive pedals, boosts, etc., start to show a huge difference between each other is in the drive. And here's the problem. Ola Englund and a lot of other modern influencers would tell you not to use that drive and just to turn your volume and your tone all the way to the right, and the drive all the way off, which is a heaping pile of bullshit. That's not the way it is. It's not, you don't just smash it into the amp every time. It depends on the pickups. It depends on the amp you're using. most of the time, I mean, if you're using an amp that really cuts hard in the mids, you're not going to want to jack that tone all the way up. It's just not something you're going to want to do. Roll at 7 and then adjust. See what feels and sounds the best. Pardon me. Rather than just kind of going to... I'm not saying Ola Englund is bullshit. He doesn't like Ola Englund. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying his Tube Screamer settings are bullshit. I just don't like them. I don't like that it's hard. I feel like you're going to get a better sound out of the amp and the pedal if you go slow and use about, put that drive knob on 1 or 2, especially if you've got a lower output pickup. If you've got output like super screaming high output pickups, then it's the dirt knob's probably not going to be quite as big a deal, but maybe a little bit under that. And yeah, the drive becomes an interesting way to add saturation and cut and more of an edge, and you'll see what I mean. So we'll start without it. Do you hear that? The amount of the difference in just the amount of teeth there. Turn the drive up to 1 in a bit. You hear there's just more teeth. There's more pizzazz, as Merc would say. It's just got some more jazz. It's not lacking jazz. It's definitely got lots of zazz to it. More teeth, more edge, more... It's less sterile sounding. I'm not saying it sounds bad like this. But I just think it sounds better like this. Oh, shit. This sounds good. Really, really good. Wow. Am I ever impressed right now? Gosh. Chris, great job, dude. It's just really wonderful working along with someone like Chris at WaveMind. Man, he's refreshing. And I remember, since the first couple days we were chatting about like plugins, older plugins and some old stuff and the old Honest Amp Sim reviews page, etc. And then he's just a refreshing look at things. A lot of the developers and the coders and programmers that I know are very set in their ways because their ways are very successful. So it's nice finding someone that's got a bit of a different outlook before they kind of get set in certain things. That way, it's just such an open mind over at WaveMind and a lot of fun. That's not a piece of glass. Sorry, guys. The missus broke a glass here the other day in the kitchen, and I'm paranoid. I'm paranoid of fucking broken glass. I hate it. Like that scene in Die Hard where he's running on the broken glass, or that scene in Home Alone where the dude comes in the window and he's looking around and he fucking smashes his feet on the Christmas ornaments. I stepped on a Christmas ornament one year and it took us hours and hours and hours with my mom with tweezers and me with tweezers, crying in the fucking bathroom when I was a kid. And ever since then, I've had this straight phobia of broken glass. And I got glass in my foot again at a swimming hole because assholes bring bottles to swimming holes and get really cool because they can really hold their booze when they start breaking bottles at a swimming hole. In any event, stepped on glass then, and it's a never-ending phobia for me is broken glass. So every time I'm something on my foot is like, that broken glass! Don't want it! Anyhow, I hope you guys are having a great day. This is just, we're cracking along here. I want to check out the Core Mid Boost as well. For those of you who've never heard of this pedal, it's a different bird. I think, was this not a Gary Holt thing? Can someone tell me that, Bo? Was this not like a Gary Holt thing? That's filthy sounding. Super filthy sounding. Not what I'm looking at right this second, though. I'm going to keep going with the dead horse. We're going to go back. This is going to come in, I think, into play when we go. Wow, this is screaming at me, isn't it? Yep. Whoop. That's a lot of noise back there. Why is it giving me so much of a loud noise? Oh my goodness, this plugin. Not that it's a problem. I'm just saying, it's weird. Okay, so I can hear that crickly crackling and nuked. Thank you. Let's get real modern with it, though. Can it do what you want? Can it get real modern? I know they always nuke me for that song. Every single time that song comes on, they nuke me for it. Come on, Steven Seagulls, it's a cover. Why do they get to nuke me for a cover? Well, holy shit. Yeah, it can do your genty. Holy shit, there's enough mids there to cut a hole in the fucking sun, bro. Calm down with the mids, bro. Oh my goodness, I really need to fix that. Can't go away from it. Next week, I'll be getting my... Man, this is really annoying. I guarantee there's all kinds of messages. Yep, thanks. Again, this chat, I've already been looking. I'm getting putting it on a stand. We're going to have it over here. It's going to be one of those like detachable screens. We'll make it work. Play it through clean to hear it on its own? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you mean with just like a dead DI? Yeah, absolutely. That was what you would kind of want to do. I just want to get the sound of the pedal smashing into the amp is what I would kind of prefer. So we're going to do that. Here we're going to take a modern metal break here. We're going to go to the mixed wave Benson. We're going to go all mixed wave Benson. We hear what the stock tone is like. Yeah, I can definitely handle that. Let's do it. we're gonna work on that a bit because there's a lot going on in the Monster Fuzz. If you've never heard of the Monster Fuzz, that is perfectly understandable. It wasn't. I don't know that any of the ProTone pedals were popular as the dead horse for them. I don't know that for sure. I would be speculating. I would be taking an educated guess and saying that Dead Horse is probably one of their most popular pedals ever. I don't know where the Monster Fuzz sits on that, but the Monster Fuzz was something that when this conversation came up, I was like, this pedal needs to be in the bunch. Like the Monster Fuzz, I mean, I know that was also upon the ProTone suggestions and such as well, but that was like one where I looked at it and said, oh my gosh, please, like that one for sure. So let's keep going with it a little bit here, and I'm going to switch. I'm going to give this amp a little bit more zazz here, as we've been saying it. Okay. Guys, you hearing that click? That's just honestly because I've got lots of stuff going on right now, and I've also got the latency set about as low as I can get it here. So you're going to hear, occasionally you're going to hear clicks and pops. Now, if I had this on what isn't running my streamings, gear and all that and everything else, this would be was seamless. You wouldn't hear a thing. I just want to point that out because it is notable because it does make a sound. That is not the case of the pedal or the pedal plugin. That is just simply the setup that I'm working with right now. All right. So let's check this out again. I'm just gonna mute it when I do that because it's ridiculous. Yeah. Hey, what's going on? It's Han Guitar. How are you? As far as I know, there are more of these planned. I don't know exactly, and I cannot say exactly what's what and what's who and the who's now and the what now or anything else. But as far as I know, there's something else coming from this collaboration, but I don't know any details, and nor could I share any at this time. Good lax. Yes, Wavemind just continues to crush it. Mark Swarbrick, how are you? So these are based, if you're not familiar, ProTone Pedals is a company that's been around for a long time, but recently decided, if I'm not mistaken, to stop making pedals. So now, the options that you have to acquire the Dead Horse sound involve a pedal plugin or going and paying what is eventually going to be anytime a pedal builder that's popular. Ooh, say that. Popular pedal builder, ooh, wonderful. If anytime you see a popular pedal builder that shuts their doors or stops making pedals or maybe gets even bought out, I'm not saying that's whatever's the case in this. I'm just saying what often happens to any product prior to the buyout and prior to closing, et cetera, is the price goes straight up into this stratosphere. And it's just how she goes. That's just how she goes. So I think that Monster Fuzz, like what if you were to go look up on reverb.com or How much would you find a ProTone Monster Fuzz for right now? Would it be $300-400, or are they still manageable? I'm not 100% sure. This is now one of my favorite Fuzz plugins instantly. And these by the way, this is not a preview. You can go buy these right now. These are they are for sale right now on the Wavemind website. Head over there right now, check it out. Guys, Wavemind has got some stuff coming that is going to scramble your brain. It is going to scramble your brain in the 2025. I actually thought these were going to come out next year. So, but this, it doesn't even matter. 2025 is set to be it's a huge year coming from Wavemind. I can tell you that because I know a lot of what's coming up from the company, and I just know all of the plugins are going to go over very well. I don't have any other reason to think that the plugins I've heard about aren't going to be extraordinarily well received. Whoops! What happened? What did I do? Very interesting. Hold on a sec, folks. So I did have a bit of an issue somewhere in here. Interesting. I did have an issue here. Let me see if that's okay. Okay, if something that just first comes out, occasionally, it's funny because we were just talking about something that was not any kind of a glitch. Interesting. Very interesting. So I'm just kind of recording the stuff here in my brain that I can tell the developer. When something very first comes out, there is always occasionally going to be stuff that got through beta testing once it gets to the masses. And it just is. I've had streams, no shit, where a plugin literally crashed my entire streaming, the whole stream. A certain plugin that had just come out, not from Wavemind, mind you, but a plugin that had just come out where we were stoked. It was sounding great. And then the plugin crashed and literally crashed everything. And so yeah, it crashed Reaper really, really hard. And then all of a sudden everything else kind of got fucked up. So it's funny. But in this case, it's probably just a little bit of a oopsie McOops. We're going to get past that. I'm not really concerned. It's probably just a little glitch. It'll be fixed, and then we'll be on our way. All right, let's keep going with the mixed wave Benson because I want to check out the core mid boost right here. Doesn't sound too bad. Death from Archive. How are you? It might have, yeah. It probably just, I don't know. It might have peaked. It's okay. I'm gonna fire it up again anyway, so not a huge deal. Monster Fuzz. Heads up. Oh, I caught it. I was hoping that if that had been on a high gain situation, I might have just exploded people's eardrums. All right, let's start again with this. Let's do a bit more with the Monster Fuzz as well. Guys, the mixed wave Benson is one of my favorite, I'm sorry, I'm just reading some stuff here. I get sidetracked whenever I see one of the, I should just turn them off. I get little notifications that I'm getting messages. I'm like, what's that? What's that? What's that? See, notifications. I'm not a Pavlov dog. I am not one of Pavlov's dogs. I have to tell myself that. Guys, it's been a great Friday here with you guys so fucking for. I think we're about an hour in here. Are we about an hour in? What IRs am I using right now? Just what's involved here. The Benson cab, couple different mics that they have. Some of them are, yeah, they've got 4 different mics. Yeah. Even though there's only a 212 here, you can kind of do more stuff with what they have. Like I said in the mixed wave stream, there is this is simply the most advanced cabinet section you're gonna find in a plugin, guys. Like, it is stacked. Look at this mic. Look at this mic setup. It's fucking crazy. If you guys knew how much work goes into shooting that many mics worth of IRs on a single, even just a single speaker. It's a lot. It's so much. That's so much work. And I wonder at what cost, though. How many people are going to request all of these mics? I don't know. And that's the reason that a lot of you, like, why doesn't every developer do that? Well, there's a reason. Because as I've explained times, shooting it when you're shooting a 3D cab section, you have to load your IRs into a matrix that you're giving the user the illusion that they're moving the mic around. In order to do that, what it is you're actually dragging the microphone over, which is like a matrix, which is like a grid, and in each one of these tiny squares is the specific IR that was shot at that distance in that particular position on the speaker. So they go and they plug all these IRs into this matrix so that you can drag the mic around seamlessly throughout them. And that actually is at quite a bit of cost to the plugins resources as well. So it's kind of an ongoing argument. Is the 3D cab section a necessary thing, or should developers just go out and shoot the optimal positions for all of these mics and then provide users with only the best positions and the most used, even some of them, you don't have to get super crazy, but I mean, honestly, how many people are using the mic here? How many people are using the mic here? How many people are using the mic here? But that needed to be shot and uploaded into that big cube of IRs. So we like to explain stuff like that once in a while for you folks out there, just so you kind of know how things work and how things are put together. It's not simple. These are not simple to make. So they come at a higher cost for the plugin. They come at more of a cost for the resources. So as the user, you have to ask yourself, what is really more important? The 3D cabinet section? Is that really the make or break? Because I've seen that a lot. Where's the 3D cabinet section? I need to have it. That's a debate. Because if you've never actually physically taken your hand, put it in, and taken a microphone, put it on a cabinet with the intention of recording guitar, and you're not really good at doing that, I struggle to find out why you would want the opportunity to do it in a plugin. You know what I mean? It's like giving me the opportunity to climb mountains in a video game that's full VR for real when I'm scared as shitless of climbing mountains, and I would never want to do that. I don't need that. Why bother? I haven't talked to Vadim in a while. I should talk to Vadim again. I want to make sure that we're fully supporting the stuff that Vadim's doing as well. Because Vadim has always supported, way back to the Honest Amp Sim Reviews kit, or the amp preamp set that he made for us way back in the day. And we got Lewin to do the new skins for them and everything. Man, it was awesome. It was fun. I am having a wonderful Friday night. This is coming home shortly. I think 46 minutes. Thank you very much. So we're not in time. We're not going for a break yet. It's no break for you. So we're just chilling today. We're celebrating the release of the ProTone, the licensed ProTone Dead Horse with WaveMind. I just think this is going to do great things because we're talking about a pedal that can no longer be purchased brand new. When you can no longer buy something brand new, the used ones, then the people that own them, they know what they have. I know what I have. Even if you were seeing one of these things beat up, it would still fetch a price. That's where we're at this point. You know what I mean? You'd still get, even if you had a ProTone Dead Horse that was in complete perfect working order, but it looked like someone had run it over with a truck, you'll still get money for that. You'll still get good money for that. So we're going to go back to making some death metals. And I'm going to go to the Rev F here. And we're going to use this is classic metalcore rig right here. Classic metalcore rig. Nope, don't want to use the pedals on board right now. And I'm just going to turn the cab off because I just want to get a quick tone right now. So I want to know with the cabinet. I knew that was going to be loud. Yeah. Gotta pull that back a little bit here. Pull it back. Okay, tune. So what do you guys got planned this weekend? Do tell. We have probably going to do a Black Friday weekend kind of thing where we get together. What did you guys buy today? Tell me in the comments. I need to know things. Tell me, what did you buy? Have you bought anything? If you haven't bought anything, do you want recommendations as to what you need to buy? We can tell you that. We can definitely. You just need to tell us where to aim you. What are you looking for? What kind of tones? Excuse me. We want to know what kind of tones are you looking for. We need to know this. Then we can point you in the right direction. We'll spin you, make you all dizzy. We'll send you in the direction of some sweet stuff, and you'll end up getting something because there's lots of awesome stuff out there. All right, so let's see what we can get out of this. This thing is a bad motherfucker. All right. Here we go. Oh, I knew it was going to rip. I knew it was going to be good. I just didn't know how good. That's loud. Let's do it. It's loud. Do it now. Oh, fuck. That sounds good. Awesome. We're going to back off those modern settings a little bit. You bought stuff on Bandcamp. Nice. By the way, it's not like I have anything against the cabinet section here by any means. That's not what I'm... It's nothing like that. It's just that in this particular situation, I wanted to get a tone quickly and concisely. Oh, why are we doing this now? Are we then? Sounds pretty freaking deadly to me. Way loud. Way loud. Calm down. Do it. Do it now. Vadim does what he does very well. The only problem I've ever had with Vadim's work is that it can't be ported to Mac. But yeah, his stuff sounds great. I also feel he could benefit from working with someone like Lewin on the UIs a little. But beyond that, if you don't like, I'm not usually hung up on what things look like, and we know that Vadim makes deadly shit. Always has, always will. And he does it for himself, which is the nice thing. He doesn't just do it for like everyone else. Let's use that one. Let's go to the screen. Make this one look beautiful. Sounds good to my ears. And even though my ears are old, they're old. I'm crushing shit over here. Clipping, it's stop the clippings, stop it now. Live spice circuits. Yeah, I know a lot of people that have dabbled with using some of that stuff. I don't know what hypertune is. Uppercut. See, again, like the rectifier for me isn't really a metal amp. I know that sounds crazy. Hardcore? Yes, absolutely. Punk rock? Hard rock? Get off me, cat hair. Get away from me. Man, why am I... It's constant clippings. Lots of hoompe. Man, this is fucking good. I'm really excited about this. I couldn't be more excited about this. Guys, I'm going to take my quick break. I'm going to come back with a different guitar and See if I can, we're going to really crack at my old, take a crack at my old record, because I'm actually going to use the guitar that I was using as my numero uno for when I was playing in a band. So I'm going to go grab Gilbert. I'm going to come back here. We're going to play around with this a little bit more, hang out and watch this. Go check out the Dead Horse. Go check out the whole bundle. While you're at it, go to WaveMind, have a look. Gosh, it's nice looking at these. It's just nice to stare at it. It really is. We finally got there, guys. Anybody that's been watching my streams that long, can even back to the Honest Amson Reviews user group days, will understand how long I've wanted this to be a real thing. Man, this is like, I'm getting like, I'm not really, but I'm just like getting, I got like tingles here. I got feelings. Oh man, it's great. I love when it happens. And it's happened a lot over the years for me. I get to see things, and it all started with the HM2, and I'll tell you the story of the HM2 when I get back from the break, and we can go from there. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate you guys being here. I appreciate you guys liking and subscribing if you guys are interested. Only if, though. I don't usually use those words all that often, but do it if you like it, guys. I really appreciate you guys being here. Friday night, we're going to be here for probably a bit longer. Definitely a bit longer. And we'll see if we can't scare up a giveaway at some point this weekend for the bundle here. See what we can do. All right, guys, thank you so much. So much for being here. I'll be back in 5 minutes or less, usually about 3 minutes. Thank you. I'll be right back.
Sorry.
Hi, everybody. Did you miss me? Probably not. All right, what are we doing today? Hi, by the way, my name is Tyler. Welcome to the AmSim Show, episode 53. We're doing a lot more of these on the holidays. I'm going to do a streak of streams. It's going to be daily for a bit or very close to it. I'm going to have lots of free time, and I want to make sure that I spend a decent amount of it doing some stuff. However, the bulk of my free time is also going to be spent making the pre-recorded stuff that we're hoping starts going up January 1st. I've toyed with all kinds of different stuff, trying to make sure that this is going to be good. Man, this is, again, being very finicky. Why is it telling me G sharp? It's not a G sharp, it's an E. Gosh, guys, the tunings. Perf. Here we go. Usually Gilbert here is pretty good. We'll see. So this is the guitar that I used in exactly the setup I used it for a long time. Only difference is at some point I put a Pegasus in it and then took it out. And you're like, yeah, that's a fucking good story, buddy. Can you just start playing some guitar? I mean, I could try. We sometimes call it that. Let's see what we got here. All right, so we're going to go to the Ampcraft. I know we've established that. Yes, I get it. I need to go and fix the path. All right, let's see what we get here. Yeah, I knew that was going to be really loud. Gosh, does it sound really close? Holy cow, that sounds close to my old rig. Play one of my old songs even for fun. I struggle playing it slower. I was trying to remember how fast we actually played it, and it was actually quite slow. Busted in Baylor County, folks. This is Shooter Jennings. Waylon Jennings' son, if I'm not mistaken. Gosh, this is become an issue today. Tuning. I might just go with the tuna. Maybe it's my clip tuner that's not, just doesn't feel like doing its thing today. I don't know. Gosh, though. So my tone is set there. I'm just going to go back to here, and we're going to just focus on this beautiful, beautiful thing right here. Again, this was the graphic I had the pedal in. Oh, yes. The Kazrog 1992, along with the Dead Horse. It's a nice mix. Again, I had a 5150 at the time. I used a rectifier for a bit, and it's, yeah, like the Amp Suite Rev V is real close to the rectifier that I used to have. It sounds close. Friday night. Wow, lots of comments. Sorry. Nils, how are ya? Speaking of Canadian... Glenn Drover pack. I did not see this. Glenn Drover. Former Megadeth. He was in Merciful Fate. Or, sorry, King Diamond? Merciful Fate? Which one was he in for a bit? And he was also in the Canadian band as well with his brother. And his brother... does his brother still play? No. Last I heard, his brother was playing for somebody. I can't remember his brother's name. I have not had a chance to go and look that up. Let's go look it up. Hold on. Let's go to the face. Let me look it up. Audio Assault. Glenn Drover. Oh, neat. Wow, it's affordable too, man. Let's go to the screen. It's affordable. Look at this. I'm not sure like how they did what, but yeah, that's cool. I like that they're going after it. Cool. I like that Audio Assault started to do signature stuff. That's fucking awesome. Buried Alive. I'm not the hugest fan of Buried Alive, but I like that plugin. I like that plugin a lot. See, that just goes to show you guys. I hate when I see a signature plugin coming out. There's always that guy. I fucking don't like it. That band sucks. I don't like him. That band sucks. I don't like him. Band sucks. So it's like, or who with the question marks and the who. It's like there's always that guy. Even if you don't know or even don't like the artist, does absolutely not mean you will not like their plugin. It's the stupidest mentality, stupid mentality out there. Dumb mentality out there to think that way. Because I can think of a lot of signature plugins that I have no idea who Pliny was. No idea who Corey Wong was. I realized that both of those human beings were very, very well known in their circles and in some circles at the time. It just goes to show that, like, while I'm into every type of guitar and music, I shouldn't say I'm into. I say I can respect every talented guitar, every talented musician on any instrument playing any genre, even if it's like a dude playing jazz, capably, not amazingly, but capably. I'm in. I hate jazz, but if it's a guy and he's worked his ass off to learn intermediate level jazz, I respect you. I really do. I respect every player out there that's just out there doing it, and putting the work in on influencing someone. They might not be influencing me, but they're influencing somebody, and that's cool. I appreciate that. As long as you're out there and you're trying your best and you're in something, you're being creative, and you're influencing others in a positive way to be creative, I respect you. That's it. That's all there is to it. It's that type of stuff that I really love. So in this case, do I like Glenn Drover? I mean, he's mostly been a hired gun in his career. I can't remember the name of his band. He's got a band, a Canadian band with his brother. And I always forget the name of it. It's like something Aeon, or not Aeon, like not the band Aeon, but it's like something Eon or something Aegis. I can't remember it. I can never remember it off the top of my head. Every time someone says it, I'm like, yep, that's fucking it. I fucking knew it. It's right on the tip of my tongue. But anyhow, I saw that band and they were really good. I just can't remember their name. It's too old. It's too old. I just got to retire. I got to retire at 46. Man, God, am I ever loving the shit out of this mustache, folks. Anyways, we've worked closely with Glenn to design. Can I read this in my announcer voice? Not to be cheesy, but just for fun. We've worked closely with Glenn to design these 3 amps capturing the full range of tones he's known for. From crystal clear cleans to powerful high gains. High gain leads, each amp reflects Glenn's unique style and attention to detail. Whether you're playing smooth melodies or heavy riffs, this collection gives you access to the same dynamic sound Glenn uses in his recordings. Included amps. Original high gain amp. Think of it as a German high gain amp with a brutal punch of American rectifier. Well, smooth control means unrelenting power. That almost seems like it's got to get read like a truck commercial, an American truck commercial. Think of this as German design amp with brutal punch of an American rectifier. Smooth control meets unrelenting power. Every time we read from now on, anytime I read you any product, if we're looking at it, I'm going to read it to you like this, just for fun. Versatile crunch machine. I like that. If any bunch of words ever got me interested in a product, a versatile crunch machine will always get me to go, what's that? What'd you say about virtual crunch machine? I will stop what I'm doing. That is always a good way to get my attention, because a versatile crunch machine can be used for a lot of different stuff, depending on the pickups and your playing and how you're boosting and so on. Pair it with the GD Spectrum pedal to unlock world of tones from vintage fuzz to modern high gain. You're making me want this, boys. And Audio Assault, I don't think they like me. So I think I don't expect them to hook us up for like review or anything. I'm just going to go and buy this because I want to support Glenn Drover and Audio Assault. So I'm going to go buy this probably right after the stream. In fact, if I was logged in right now and if I didn't have to log in right now, I would just bust it out and install it, everything, and get going in the stream right now. Because I kind of wanted this, like the ad just made it happen. This Spectro balance spectrum. Really? Hold on a second. Now you've got me interested. Now you've got me really interested. Now, let's go back for a second. They're telling us this is a virtual crunch machine. Or versatile crunch machine. Pair it with the GG Spectrum pedal to unlock a world of tones from vintage fuzz to modern high gain. Here's the interesting part of that. That to me just seemed like I was going to see a pedal with like 5 different controls and a couple of mini switches, maybe like a style switch where it goes from like to modeling several different pedals inside one, where you're like, one's fuzz, 2 is modern high gain, the other one's vintage, whatever. But when I get to the look of the pedal, it's got two fucking knobs. You're telling me it can do all that for fucking 2 knobs? Yeah, you seriously? Really? Siri dog? Siri? Interesting. You're telling me it can do all that stuff. The Spectro GD1 can do all that stuff with just 2 controls. Now I'm interested. Now let's saddle up. Tomorrow, guys, you can expect at some point this is going to be a stream for sure. I'm going to be doing short streams during the week. And gosh, I really like using the Audio Assault plugins outside of AmpLocker. But it's strange because when you go into AmpLocker, it really does make some of the older stuff sound a lot better. But then it also makes some of the older stuff that's already sounded really good, make it sound a little different. I don't know how to better explain it other than that. I mean, there are some, like I can see one of their weaker releases right now. It's the Shibalba. That to me at one point in its lifetime it sounded kind of like there was a blanket over it. It was I just thought it was kind of a soft release. It didn't do a lot for me. Neither did the Emperor. Oh man. That was the reason I think that Audio Assault still doesn't really like me for some reason, is because I told them that I thought the Emperor was really bad at the time. Now you put it in AmpLocker though, and And now it's all of a sudden, it's way better, way better. Both of those products became way, 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 way better. But there's a couple products that I really like as they were that sound a bit different. So I just would love to discuss it with Alex at some point and just have that conversation of why the stuff could sound a little bit different from this to this. And just so I can also provide that information to you guys as well. In any event, this is going to be a purchase. This is going to be a buy for me because thank you for bringing that to my attention. Thank you very much for bringing that to my attention. I am going to go buy that. Audio Salt. Hooked Nils up with a job. But, you know, I hope this is better than like, it breaks my heart because, how do I say this? I'm trying to think of a PC and a very like professional way to say this. Once upon a time, there is a popular artist and a developer I was working with that is really, really good at what they do offered a certain artist a signature plugin. That artist, after even a bit of negotiating and working, that artist, there was like no cash, no percentages were talked about, so it couldn't have been anything like that. But this artist eventually was just like, you know what, I don't want to do this. I just, you know, I'm not really interested in this plugin thing. It's not me. I never use these things, and it's just, this seems really complicated. I just don't want to bother. We said, okay. Then it turned out like about 8 months later, this same artist ended up putting out a plugin that ended up with a different developer that was by the way, this has absolutely nothing to do with Audio Assault. I want to put that out right now. I'm looking at Audio Assault. I should get this off the screen. I'm going to go buy this, by the way. What else do they have? Black Friday. Hold on. Get full plugins, amp sims or mix for $10. Code BF-2024. What? So go and get 4 plugins for $10. Is there a limit to which plugins are going on here? Hold on. It doesn't seem that way. $5. So $5, y'all. Wow. Okay. So there's lots going on here. The Clank is also another plugin that got better over time. That when it first came out was not terrific, but that got way cool over time as well. So give Clank a try. I've not tried the Buried Alive. Is there a second one of those that came out? I've not tried the Berserk Halloween amp sim. I'm going to try that. A lot of stuff going on in here. I'm going to go spend a little bit on their plugins and come back to y'all. Do something that this is going to be I'm going to go shopping here. That's what I'm going to do. I think I'm just going to go ahead and get their subscription. I think I'll go ahead and get the subscription to the amp locker just so I can promote it. I'd like to promote it if it's awesome. So let's try 3 or 4 months of that. And I'm going to hopefully most of this stuff is included in there. Hopefully. All right, that's going to be it. So going back to it though, not that it had anything, I want to be very, very specific because absolutely nothing to do with Audio Assault. There was a plugin that could have gone to a really good developer. They would have really crushed this plugin. They had a great plan and then ended up coming out with a different developer that very poor job of the product, in my opinion. So it was very strange. Very, very Seuss. How are you? Crazy sale. Gas. Let's check this out again. We're still playing around. There's the wrong amp for that. Pause. We're going to hit a pause here for a sec, folks. All right. Hold on. goodness gracious, this sounds great. This is very, very bottom heavy. Bottom heavy, girl. Oh, boy, that sounds delightful. I guess you're gonna make me put a... I'm still gonna buy the Glen Drover pack. I don't think I'll ever use it for anything other than promoting it and promoting Audio Assault, because I'm just so set in the stuff I use for my own use that, like, it's tough to break in. It's real tough to break into the top 5 over here. As you can imagine, like, I have a lot of things. I have a lot of plugins that are like all constantly vying for that number 1 spot, and yeah, it just doesn't always work out the way that I want. I want to be able. I would love to be able to be able to make a demo, and that's what I'm trying to do with the new pre-recorded stuff. I'm trying to make a 1-minute demo featuring that plugin on all guitars. That's what I'm trying to do. Just a 1-minute quick demo. Nothing's overproduced. Just like kind of semi-raw, but like still, you know, high pass, low pass filters. Fairly raw recordings, nothing too gussied up where you're like, oh my god, I'm gonna get that plugin and it's gonna be, my guitar's gonna sound like 4. Oh my gosh. Now typically on these demos I'm gonna use 2 tracks of rhythm guitar only, and that way you guys can hear what it sounds like with just 2 tracks of rhythm guitar, as opposed to me going with 4 and then, you know, 2 tracks of lead and then layering things up and overproducing the shit out of it, so that when you try this, you're expecting that. And that's where a lot of there's a very, very strange entitlement and demand in the amp sim industry these days that really just forces developers to have to put a lot inside lots and lots inside the box. And it's tough to put everything inside the box and make sure, you know, and then like, if one person doesn't get that feature that they want, they're going to bring it up in every fucking Facebook post, in every fucking Facebook ad. Still waiting for the tuner for Nolly. You know, like, how long did we look? How long did we read? Honestly, how long did we read? How long do we read stuff like that? Like, over the years, as we've seen features and like onboard, that stuff that's become industry standard, like tuners, and now it's like not every plugin had a tuner for a very long time. Not every plugin still does. Like, it's still not that way. Again, struggling with the tuning today. Don't know why. And again, of course, you guys stop teasing me. Bo out there. I saw that. Stop teasing, buddy. Oh gosh, this E string today. The E string is behaving like a G string on a Les Paul. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. I pulled this guitar out for reliability reasons, not liability. Reliability. Gilbert, come on. So, anyways, we're here for a bit longer today. And signature amps, I understand why that they don't apply to sales, because artists don't generally, it's tough to get artists to want to put their stuff on sale. That's, to some artists, that's kind of tacky. They don't like, why is my stuff on sale? And when you've got royalties that are involved, when you're selling stuff on sale, it can get kind of interesting sometimes. So yeah, anyways, today, the ProTone, as we're tuning forever, the ProTone Dead Horse is the belle of the ball today. Very, very excited to be able to talk about this plugin, and just like not only talk about it, but like sit here and demo it for you guys. I was very taken aback by the release. Thanks to Chris for sort of shielding me from this. Again, like we're just sitting here tuning into Oblivion. I really appreciate everybody for being here today. I'm not sure how much longer we're going to be here, especially given I don't want to go get another guitar. This is getting rather irritating. We're just going to go with oh, and we might have it here. Finally might have it. Yeah. And I just feel like this chat scenario is just sucks. No, these are actually older strings. These aren't brand new. The newer strings were on for whatever reason. I'm just gonna switch to the tuna here, because this tuna here will give me what I need. I think it's honestly just the clip tuner not being, I think this clip tuner, I've dropped it too many times at this point. And this is the free, you can get this from Aurora DSP, by the way. The absolutely free tuna. It's great with low tunings. Wonderful with low tunings. Oh, wow. See if we got. Are we back? Can we hear? We're good? Yeah, something fucking crashed me there. Man, that sucked. I don't actually know 100% on that. If I'm not mistaken, you go check that out on the website, because I went right past the website and straight into a stream. I didn't even look at the website. This is a great song. Stoked. Gonna be on here about another minute or so, guys, and then we're gonna get out of here anyways. Just absolutely nuked me there. Is this back? Are we back? Yeah, I think we're back. Anyways, guys, technical difficulties bummed me out. You guys can go ahead and check out the Wavemind ProTone licensed ProTone bundle. I'm not sure if they're bundled yet, but either way, you're going to want to pick up all these. The Core Mid Boost, the Dead Horse, and the Monster Fuzz, all up there right now. Check them out. And man, I can't wait for you guys to be able to check these out, because I'm going to go and check them out a little bit more this. Thank you so much for being here. It means the world to me for you guys to watch these streams. And I'll be back this weekend. We're going to talk. Tomorrow is going to be the day that we discuss Black Friday sales, all the sales that are happening this weekend. What did you buy? What are you looking at buying? What are you hoping to buy by is it Cyber Monday? Let us know. We're going to talk about it tomorrow. And I'm going to go right now and buy that Glen Drover pack and check that out. And we'll go from there. Guys, thank you so much. And I will talk to you guys more again this weekend. My challenge for you, Head over to Wavemind and check out everything they have to offer. Lots of free stuff over there. 3 or 4 different free pedals, plus NAMM Universal. If you haven't got NAMM Universal yet, get in there and try it out ASAP. Cheers, everybody. We'll see you again.